Whether you want to do this, this, or this. This is the roll can help you learn your first roll.
Good.
Improve your roll.
Sweet, sweet, head back, good.
And learn forward finishing rolls.
Long ago and far away, a rolling junkie met a rolling fool, and we decided to roll around the world.
I'm Cheri Perry.
And I'm Turner Wilson.
Hi, I'm Cheri Perry from Kayak Ways. And if you want to be able to roll like that, or just improve your rolls, or have a basic roll, I can give you a couple of good tips. So we're trying to mimic the fit of a skin-on-frame kayak. The Greenland kayakers of yesteryear are master kayakers, and they have it all going on. Today we use fiberglass kayaks, so we're trying to simulate that kind of a fit. So I'm going to give you a couple tips on how to do that. The best way to improve your rolling ability is to make sure that your rolling kayak fits you well. An easy test is to just grab a couple yoga blocks, put them down next to your kayak, put your hands on top of them, and lift, and you should be able to move the kayak side to side. So now I'm in a different kayak, and I'm going to check my fit again. Put my hands on the yoga blocks, and I lift, and notice now the kayak is staying down, even though I'm up. And I move my hips, the kayak's rocking, but it's not moving as effectively as it was when I was in the Naya. So you can see how important it is to have good connectivity. Well, how do you get it? In my Naya, I just use 3 parts. I use a small masik, this back band, and this seat pad. Notice, when you look inside the kayak, there's nothing in there. There's no seat inside the kayak. It's just the kayak itself. The first thing I want to do is put this in where my butt goes. This is my backrest, which is really just to protect my back from this rim right here. And then I add my masik, which goes inside. So when I get in, you don't see it. Once I get in the kayak, I pull it forward like this, and now it makes my ocean cockpit, which is this size. So now my kayak fits me perfectly. So if you already have a seat and you don't want to cut it out, I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why it's important to do it. First one is for layback rolls, I'm going to want to sit a little bit more forward so I can get a nice layback. For forward finishing rolls, I'm going to want to shift my body back a little bit so I can lay down and get really close to the front deck. For most rolls, you need to rotate and shift your hips in the seat, just like I did here. That means one cheek is going to need to be off the seat. That's not going to be comfortable, and it's going to be more difficult to finish the roll. The final factor is the stability point. You're going to be sitting up just that little bit higher because the seat is off the bottom of the kayak, and it's going to feel a little bit more unstable, much harder to finish the roll. So how do you make all this stuff? Well, I'm really fortunate, and Turner makes this really nicely cut, shaped back band on his bandsaw, which is what's in here. But if you're not that creative, you could do a few things. I just stuck a kayak block in here. The idea is that you want to protect yourself from this back rim. You could also take some basic camp roll and just roll it up, tie a string around it, and fit the roll right in here. Give you some protection from the edge of this combing. As far as the seat goes, it's just more camp pad, really easy. And then the masik is the tricky part. With the masik, you want it to fit you right here. You don't want it touching your knee, you want it fitting on your thighs. You can have it thicker if your kayak's bigger. You can have it thinner if your kayak's bigger. This is mine, my favorite one right here, nice and thin, small, fits in the Naya, pulls up, fits right here. But with this bigger kayak, I probably need a thicker piece. You could also just go straight. To make your masik, you don't want to use the camp pad because it's too soft and squishy. My masik is really firm and hard. I need that good connection. The best way to do it is get a nice piece of closed cell foam, and then you can just bend this. You may need to get a bread knife and just cut this corner off here and there so it fits nicely into your kayak. You could also create this shape if you want more of a knee bump in the middle. One quick safety tip on the masik. Once it's pulled up and in place, it's going to be very difficult for me to do a wet exit. There's an extra step involved. I'm going to have to push it forward before I can get out of my kayak. So make sure you're not paddling alone. Make sure you let someone know that you're using something new and you need a spot and you need them to be next to you in the water. Okay. Thanks for listening. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, you can email me at cheri@kayakways.net.
So let's have a little enthusiasm. Go out there and get it done.
Give it a go.